Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Hooked on Hunting. That time of year again where I start setting traps. Legally right now I'm only allowed to trap fox, wolves, beavers, and muskrats. So I'm going to do a fox set with a leg hold. I'll need a Victor 1.5 soft catch and all my other stuff in here. So let's get to it. What I do is I get my cable, attach it to my trap, a little clip, and then I take my cable, wrap around the tree, and then I just clip it. A bigger animal, you'd probably want to use something a little bit more stronger, but with a fox, it's not too bad. So anyways, take all this stuff off of here, and then I measure my trap like this. So I want it here. So this is what I would do. I take it, measure where I want it. There's better tools to use. I just use a knife because I really don't care if I dull it. I just take it like this. Open it up a bit. Soft ground anyway, so I'm not going to dull it too bad. It can always be sharpened. I just want to pack that down. So, do your trap. You set it. I usually do this just to kind of get things on the edge. But I can do that later also. It's not big enough. So take this more out like this. And then I finally cut that out. Place my trap in there like such. Like that. And then I'll just bury that like that, and then take my trapping pan and just lightly put loose dirt all around. You make sure your trap is bedded good, like that, and then you can just start padding in all that stuff here like this. And then to set your, there's other ways people do it. I do it like this. It's not the safest, but I kind of already packed dirt in there, so I'm just gonna leave it. It's pretty much on the edge. You take your pan cover, put your pan cover over. All this loose stuff is what you're gonna be throwing over. You wanna make sure there's no sticks in there. Your trap like that. Big sticks, take them out. They're not good for it. And I want to make it look as natural as possible. And then you just take it, cover your cord or your cable, your cable up like that. This part doesn't matter if there's sticks on it. And I just pat it down, make it look natural a bit. And then for around here, make sure you kind of just hide all that nonsense. You can just kind of throw this all over the place like something's been here digging up something. And then you can just break small trees. A fox isn't too hard to trap or trying to lure in. He'll always try and look for the easiest way in on where your bait is. So yeah, take your sticks. Kind of just do that. Kind of want to make sure that you really have this area open for him to walk into, so that he sees it's kind of an entrance. You want to block as much off as possible. So if he sees another opening anywhere, he might go for that instead of taking the route that you want him to take. And I'm just going to keep busting these little trees up. Kind of just making it thick all around so that he sees there's only one area to enter into, and make sure that it's nice and open for him to see it. Usually around where you put the bait, you kind of want to make it a little bit thicker so that he just doesn't go in there and grab it. Just take these little trees like that. There. And another thing that I learned to do last year was to kind of block off areas like this, so that his foot generally goes into the area that he wanted to go into. Here I got some fox urine. I'm just gonna put a little bit there, kind of put that there, and I have that's it, fox gland. I'm just gonna mix it up a bit, get a good amount of that stinky stuff right into the back here where I sprinkled that urine. People do it different ways. I do it different. Everybody does it different. There's not one way to do it. I have some canine force from Cavens that I'll stick in there as well. Kind of just like an additive to help it stick out a bit more. And I don't use much. I try not to. I try to be cheap with it. It takes a long time to order stuff where I live, and it takes a long time to get it. Oof, that stuff stinks. And finally, for the bait, these are all carcasses and stuff that I saved up and kind of just defrosted. So I just leave that in there. I think I might put a few little thicker trees around there, so just to make sure that he doesn't grab the bait and go. This back area kind of worries me. There you have it. That's one set. So as he comes in, he smells whatever he's smelling. Comes in, everything looks dug up, tore up. Kind of gets curious. He goes, steps in there, and that's where he gets caught.
Dan Beaver Trapping Supplies. We are located in Ryan, Saskatchewan, and are here for all your trapping needs. We are a family business with many years of trapping experience. Our customer service is second to none, from great prices to fast shipping. We will provide you with helpful advice and answers to all of your trapping questions. You can find our website at danbeaver.ca or call us at 306-273-2025.
Hey, are you ready to set some traps? Huh? Yeah? Alright, let's get this done. Alright, so what happened is I had my trap underneath the dirt here like this, in this dirt hole set, and fox or something, I'm guessing it's a fox because there's a cross fox in here, came and sniffed the bait that's in the hole here, and he didn't get caught properly, I guess, and kind of set off the trap. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset the trap. I mean, he knows something's in here, he might get curious and come back, and if not, if I don't get anything in a couple of days, it's not productive, I'll change the position of the trap. Meaning I'll... Ow! Well, I got my thumb in there, so you can see that mark right there. Look at that. Ow! These little traps do hurt. Ow! my son hit the camera and rolled down the hill. Oh! It hurts for a little trap. It's the first time I got caught in a 1.5. Look at that, it's already starting to bruise up pretty good. Oh, but anyways, suck it up and move on, right? So here I go, set the trap again. Alright, you stay there. Daddy got his hand in the trap. So now you got to be very careful, because if we're not careful, you can get hurt, especially if you're alone, son. So pay attention. So you take the trap, best way to handle it is if it's upside down. Oh, we just put the cable back in the ground here like this. Oh man, that hurts. Even for a little trap, they do hurt. See, I'm just covering up the cable with some dirt. I'm gonna try and place this as best as I can, make sure it's bedded good and it's not gonna go all over. So I take a little stick and just kind of set the trigger a little bit lighter. I don't want to get my hand caught again because that hurts. Everything's so cold out today. The steel is cold and my thumb kind of got caught on the sides instead of on the soft catch part. So I got the steel jaws and this clamped in and pinched my skin really bad. So even with a little trap, it still hurts. But moving on. So put our pan cover on. Now I'm kind of just iffy on touching this thing. I mean, it's lightly covered in dirt. Just enough to... You can bury the sides of the trap. That's not going to affect it at all. Ooh, now I'm just kind of iffy on touching anything at all. So, yep, you just bury the sides, to make it look natural. I'll make it look a little bit better after this. Hey, don't put sand on the camera, please. There we go. He's only 2, he's learning, so it wasn't his fault. Well, I mean, kind of was, but can't say much. He's just a kid, so I'm not worried about getting my hand caught in a trap. It's not the first time. It's just today it's cold, and it does hurt. It doesn't matter what size of trap you do. Get your hand caught and it hurts. Some of you might be thinking this is kind of excessive. So what I do is I just lightly brush off the excess stuff that I add in there. Especially these rocks here. You don't want to get the rocks in there because the rocks will ruin it. Bait is still in the hole, so I'm not gonna bother taking the bait out because he hasn't touched the bait. But yeah, anyways, so I use these sticks here as backing, just to kind of, I mean, you don't need much for a fox to kind of make him go right in here. I just put these little sticks here and little sticks here, so when he comes in to sniff, he goes in there and gets caught. So now it's gonna have to try and outsmart him. So I take some old grouse feathers that I keep unthawed. I like the smell to be quite strong, and I just take a couple little feathers and dab him here and there, so that he comes back, he's like, oh look, something new is there, maybe I won't get caught this time. So I'll take my nasty smelling fox call and stick it in the hole there, and then I take my nasty smelling fox lure or gland lure. Baby. Oh yeah, don't touch any of that. You're gonna get stinky if you do. And I put it in the hole. Now this stuff is extremely strong smelling. It's not something you want to get on your hand. That's why I wear these dirty looking gloves here. So yeah, it's gonna make it look fresh. Like something's been here again, and it's gonna cause curiosity, right? And you take these pine needles and just sprinkle them over so it looks natural again, and you can't even tell there's a trap there. So see you soon. So today I'm gonna check my fox traps and see if I have anything. Hopefully I do. Okay, it's supposed to dispatch it immediately, so be back. So legally, as soon as you see the animal in distress in your trap, you're supposed to dispatch him, which is what I did. I did catch him with a Victor 1.5, so you guys see that I'm not doing anything illegal. That's legal. That's what's legal in Manitoba for trapping foxes. I got him with a dirt hole set. I had my trap underneath the dirt here, and I had my bait in there underneath. And then I kind of built like a backing around just to make sure I get him. Hello? Hey! Did Daddy get a fox? Yeah. Okay, well let's get him back to the truck.